host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Annie, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Annie, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so
Hi, this is Mark,
And Terry.
and you're watching Good Morning Frederick with Danny. We love Danny.
And I love you, Mark and Terry. Yes, good morning, Frederick. Today is Wednesday, December 4th. I'm your host, Danny Gurry. Holy cow, 21 days until Christmas. And I don't know if any of you are like me, but right now I feel frantic. I am literally frantic trying to get ready for the holidays, wrapping up the year. I mean, just so many things at once. And as typical, a little discombobulated. I'm working on a lot of things and just trying to keep it all straight. So if you're in that same boat, hey, you are not alone. We are with you. And I'm just holding on. I'm white knuckling it to get to the end of the year. For sure. Oh, goodness. And as usual, I mean, just so many great things happening. Okay. Here is what is happening on Good Morning Frederick today. No Chris or Bob because Christmas Cash for Kids goes until 10 today. So we're competing with them in a great way, though, because they're raising a ton of money and helping the kids of Frederick County, which is awesome. And I think I heard today it was 1,300 kids, not I thought it was 2,500, but it's like 600 families, 1,300 kids who will be assisted by Christmas Cash for Kids this year, which is phenomenal. It really is. All right, so we got all the events that are going on in and around Frederick you're going to want to know of. I only cover a few, though. Of course, all of them are in the best calendar in the land, and that is available in a link that is in the description of each video. You can click on it and see that calendar. I suggest you click on the agenda view or schedule view, I think it says. That way you can see each day listed by the times everything begins, a little bit easier to comprehend what the heck is happening. Yeah, not too many events after December 20th, basically. So enjoy it while it is here. And then I talk with Andrea. Wait, Andrea. I call her Andrea, but that's not, it's Andrea, I think. Anyway, from the Birthing Circle, which has been around for, I think, since the late 70s. Never heard of it before I went and sat down with her. And yeah, really great organization. So I can't wait to introduce you guys to that. If you don't know about it, if you already do, well, you are certainly in the know. And then BreAnn, who is a cutie patootie in Middletown, the Turquoise trailer. I know you've seen her social. She's got some amazing stuff and has expanded from the trailer to a brick and mortar right on Main Street. And you got to check out her stuff. It is absolutely adorable, and so is she. And I had a really great time hanging with her as well. So that is coming up today, too. You'll see our December charity, Blessings in a Backpack. I selected Blessings because they send food home with children from the schools. And of course, we are coming up to the winter break when, many kids do depend on the school programs to eat. So I know they send home extra stuff with the kids for the holidays. So, anyway, all of the proceeds from Good Morning Frederick merchandise that is purchased from the Home of Everything Frederick, which is 401 North Market Street, open tomorrow through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., guaranteed. You can purchase everything from a $2 sticker or chapstick all the way up to the fleece, which are $45. I've got beanies, trucker hats, and tumblers, magnets, all of that is available at the Home of Everything Frederick. And all the proceeds from my merchandise sales goes to a charity every month. So, December, Blessings in a Backpack. I would love to get them a little bit of cash for sure. All right, subscribe to YouTube. We are over 1,100 subscribers. Thank you so much to all the new subscribers to the channel. Trying to get to 1,400 by January 14th, which is the 200th show. And if you would like an invite to the 200th show, we're going to have some dignitaries. There's going to be some local celebrities. And of course, there's going to be gifts for people in attendance. So if you would like to attend, you need to text GMF to 888-465-2944, which will also enter you in the 10 Maryland Lottery scratch off. So you get 2 for 1 on that, and we'll talk more about that in just a bit. All right, don't forget about the podcast. If you just want to listen to the show, we upload it daily. Actually, I don't think, did I upload the last 2 days? I think I did. Goodness, this is what's happening with the chaos. I need a checklist every single day of the stuff that I do every single day, which seems kind of silly, actually, to be honest. But anyway, let's go ahead and get Wednesday going. The faster I get it started, the faster we get to the end. We so appreciate all of our sponsors and advertisers. That is how I keep this show going, motivate myself as well. We want to thank the show sponsor, We Help You Move. Whether you're moving across the street or somewhere around the country, Nicholas and his team of moving experts make the whole thing easy. We Help You Move is veteran owned and a supporter of the Frederick community. You can find information about them at wehelpyoumove.com. All right. Now that we are moving straight into things, let's talk about what is happening in this great town of Frederick. There is always something good going on. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Intense Barbecue. They are a family-owned barbecue food truck and catering company. They cook in small batches to make sure when you receive the food, it is as fresh as it can be. This is even when they do catering jobs, like my Christmas party coming up. I'm having them do a nacho bar with pulled pork, pulled chicken, and brisket with all the fixings. Makes it so simple. They will come, get everything set up, and I am so looking forward to it because I just, again, with the chaos, don't have time to do it myself. So if you find you are in a bind and you don't have time to do it yourself, go to intensebarbecue.com. That is IN, the number 1, the number 0, SEBBQ.com. And when you eat their food, you will certainly satisfy your meat tooth. I'm telling you, their food is amazing. Okay, let's get right into it. There they are, Intense Barbecue. Now, if you want to follow along or check out the major calendar with everything on it. Obviously, I am just highlighting some of the events happening, but I think on each day there's somewhere in the number of 40 to 50 events a day here in Frederick that you can attend, many of them free of charge. So if you go to the description in YouTube, you'll see a live link to the calendar. I believe right from that calendar, you can add things to your own calendar if you have a Google Calendar or Outlook, I think, which is kind of cool. I haven't tried that yet, though. Or if you just go to promocircus.com, which is my company website, click on Everything Frederick Live and Calendar of Events, you will see everything there as well. So if you ever forget, that's where you go, promocircus.com. Okay, we would love to give you 10 Maryland Lottery scratch offs. Good morning, Mama Cone. Good morning. She's again always there for me, which I love it. Okay, so I'll put the number at the bottom as well. Maryland Lottery scratch offs and Good Morning Frederick would like to reward you with 10 Maryland Lottery scratch offs. One texter each day, weekday, will be selected and given 10 Maryland Lottery scratch offs. And then everyone who texts in is eligible to be drawn for the Christmas tree made from Maryland Lottery scratch offs. There are $100 worth of Maryland Lottery scratch offs. I believe in previous years, they used $1 and $2 scratch offs to make the tree, and they also do a wreath. They alternate years. So anyway, very cute. They decorate the whole thing. It would be a great conversation piece in your home at Christmas time for sure. And on December 23rd, we will select that lucky winner to get the Maryland Lottery scratch off tree. You must be 18 or older, obviously, to enter and win. And we want you to please play responsibly. But just think how much money potential you have to win with $100 worth of Maryland Lottery scratch offs. I think you have quite a good chance of winning some cash. Okay, the first 5 people into the Home of Everything Frederick tomorrow morning, starting at 11 a.m. and all the way through Sunday. First 5 people every single day can get a free Good Morning Frederick ornament and sticker pack. All you have to do when you walk in is say, hey, I've seen this on the show. Am I one of the first 5? And they will let you know. And right there at the front on the table are the ornaments. And I would love to give you one. And it can adorn your tree like it is my little tree right there. There's a couple of ornaments on that tree. It's very cute. It's metal. It is the ugly Christmas sweater with the Good Morning Frederick logo. And I'd love for you to have one if you want this year. Okay, do the things and get the gifts. Now, when you go into the Home of Everything Frederick, in the corner, you're going to notice these weirdly colored, numbered tabs hanging on the wall. And basically, all you have to do, and many of you probably already have, subscribe to Everything Frederick on YouTube and subscribe to Everything Frederick Live, the YouTube channel, obviously. And then just while you're there in the shop, send a text GMF to our number 888-465-2944. Instructions are there on the wall. And then you can take a number off the wall and turn it into the desk, and they will give you an envelope, which has been prepackaged with some prizing, including Good Morning Frederick merch and tickets and gift cards and an invite to the 200th show, which I will tell you is going to get you something sweet. Not sweet edible, but I think sweet. And we will have some sweets there too. Anyway. And then you just get a prize, right? No purchase necessary. Come on in. Just show that you've done those two things to whomever is at the desk. Take a number and get your prize. Simple, simple. So we will have these up through the 200th show or while they're gone, while supplies last. And I would love for you to get yours. Oh, yes. I love driving through town looking at the Christmas lights, don't you? But I hate trying to figure out where they are. Well, I have hopefully solved that problem for you. If you go to promocircus.com, click on Self-Guided Christmas Lights Tour, you can enter your address or the addresses of other homes that you know exist, and I will add them to the map. We are adding new addresses every single day. So please add yours or let me know. Just message me if you know of a place that isn't listed on the map yet. And then just go to promocircus.com. And when you're ready to take a drive, you'll at least know where to go. I do also have listed a lot of the regional drive-through events and ticketed events that are happening throughout Maryland, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, well, parts of West Virginia. So you'll see some of the regional events going on that are on the map as well. Okay, Christmas Cash for Kids continues. The grand finale is Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Clarion FSK Mall Hotel. And they will live broadcast from there and do their grand finale. So I've got to make sure I get my totals by Friday so I can present my donation as well. And if you haven't given, please go to christmascashforkids.com and you can donate. There are over 1,300 children in Frederick County. This is all local in Frederick County who have been vetted. The families have been vetted through the Salvation Army, selected. I did hear Dave say this morning that if you are a family still in need, you can still apply. So through the Salvation Army, I will try to find out details about that. But if you reach out to the local Salvation Army office, they will have more information about that. Or if you just go to salvationarmy.org, I'm sure you can find information there. But yes, Christmas Cash for Kids is a wonderful program to help support local kids. Today I got the information, 5 to 8 p.m. The Mrs. Claus is at Dancing Bear for letter writing to Santa and mailing. So if you've wanted to do that, you can do that. And there is a craft for free today, 5 to 8 p.m. Okay. And then the holiday arts competition is at the Delaplane. That is the juried art show by Celebrate Frederick, and that is free to attend. And then at 7:30, you can watch Elf on the screen at New Spire Arts Stages, which is always could be a great tradition. Tomorrow, the 5th, it is a special needs dance party at FCF Church from 11:30 to 12:30. Parents do need to stay with their children at that event. Also, 3 to 6 p.m., the Early Head Start program in Emmitsburg is having a hiring fair. They're looking for teachers, teachers' aides, a cook, and a bus driver. You can head up to the YMCA at 300 South Seton Avenue in Emmitsburg at 3, from 3 to 6 tomorrow. And if you're interested in one of those positions. 5:30 is Scents and Sweets at New Spire Arts Stages. Again, free event. If you've not been to that before, you want to go. It is amazing gingerbread house creations, and I believe a floral arrangement entries as well. You can check that out. Very cool way to kick off your holiday season or continue your holiday season. And there's line dancing at 7 at the American Legion in Thurmont as well. I want to go up to that one time because I like watching the line dances. I just can't do any of them. So you get to learn and do some dancing. I love it. Let's see. And Friday, okay, noon to 8. If you want to head to DC, they have a DC holiday market from noon to 8. The details are on the calendar. Local high school sports continue throughout the county. I think Linganore, and congratulations to the Linganore football team. They advance, and I believe they play on Saturday. I think they won the quarterfinals. So congratulations to Linganore. Football's still going, but basketball starts right now too. And then there is the city park lighting in Hagerstown. That's a pretty cool event if you've never been and want to head up to Hagerstown for that at City Park. And of course, it is Merry and Bright on Maryland Double Deckers. Get your tickets now at marylanddoubledeckers.com. There's a 5, 6:45, 8, and 9:15 time for you to select. And they've got blankets, but you can bring your own, and you can have some hot cocoa and take a photo at Frederick Social. A lot of great stuff there. This is going to be a great holiday tradition, so don't miss out on the inaugural year that this is happening. You're going to love it. And the kids will love it too. And then 7 to 9 p.m., it is the Toys for Tots drop off at Fourth Dimension Fun Center. And I think they have the Rockin' Bowl or something going on at Fourth Dimension as well. And if you drop off a new toy, I think I heard you get a 1-hour game card or something like that. They're giving away a ton of stuff to incentivize you to come by and drop off your Toys for Tots new toy donation. On Saturday, the 7th, oh boy, there are a lot of things, and everybody's trying to cram everything in before the holidays. I'm learning of new events every single day. So, I needed to take that off. We're not having Holly the Elf at the Home of Everything Frederick, but we are going to have fun, and I can guarantee you Shannon, Tara, Mama Cone, and I will be there, and we will make it a great time. We do have some crafts for the kids from noon to 2. So please stop by. You can pull your tab, get your prize, stop by and see us and say hey. There is a coat and hygiene drive that wraps up for Asbury United Methodist Church on All Saints Street. That is from 10 to 11 a.m. So if you have, I believe they are taking gently used or new coats, and any brand new, obviously, hygiene items, shampoo, deodorant, all that sort of stuff. Please take it to Asbury United Methodist Church so that they can distribute it to people who are in need. On Saturday as well, 1 to 6, Christmas and New Market. That sounds like a fun event. And the Candlelight House Tour is downtown Frederick. And again, Merry and Bright on Maryland Double Deckers continues on Saturday, the 7th. And as we get closer to the holidays, they add more tours. So don't panic. When you go to marylanddoubledeckers.com, you can see all of the dates that are available. On Sunday from 10 to 4, I will be at Monocasie's Walmart, Monocasie Boulevard. But I won't be there until probably around 2. So from 2 to 4, I'll be out there because in cooperation with Nick from Pulling for Veterans and We Help You Move, we are headed to Brunswick to pick up toys that Jenny collected at her open house. And when I tell you she knocked it out of the park, literally, I believe we are collecting almost 400 new toys to be donated to Toys for Tots and distributed to families, again, in and around the county and the region. So I will be out there with that delivery, and I can't wait to do that. And I'm going to be interviewing Jenny when we go up there to get the toys so that we can introduce you to her, and maybe you can attend her event next year. And then how about the holiday brunch bazaar at 10th Ward from noon to 4, or a plant swap at Rockwell Riverside from noon to 5. All right, Tons of things to save the dates for. Monday, Mama Kona and I will be at Christmas Laughs for Kids at Rack Brewing. That is a comedy program, not for the kids, but the beneficiary are the kids from Christmas Cash for Kids. So please come out to that event. And it's a donation, plus Rack is donating a portion of the beer sales that night to Christmas Cash for Kids. And then on Tuesday, the 10th, it is the Love Local Tour. This is when all the locals can head to the downtown merchants when it's not so crazy and busy and crowded like a weekend. And from 5 to 8 p.m., we'd love to see you at the Home of Everything Frederick. So this is a Tuesday night. We will be open. You can, again, come shop. There are some beautiful wreaths and Christmas arrangements that one of our artisans has made. There are soaps and candles and all kinds of great stuff you can purchase and support local. Fran Byrne has his beautiful calendars. And I know you've seen them on social media, but he has taken some amazing photos of Frederick, and he has a calendar out, and you can purchase that at the Home of Everything Frederick as well. And all of that obviously supports our local artisans here in Frederick. Then December 13th, that is the Friday. It is the Kris Kringle procession in downtown Frederick. Again, if you're new to Frederick or you've never gone out to that event, this is the only parade that I know of that we do in downtown Frederick. And if I am wrong, please correct me. I'm happy to stand corrected on that, but it's the only one I know of. And it's a ton of fun. Over 100 organizations participate. People line the streets, starting at the post office on Patrick Street, coming up Market, and then toward the bandshell on 2nd Street. You can stand anywhere along that route, and you will get some goodies from a lot of the organizations that are marching. Now, I will say this. So many people are at this event that many organizations do not have any goodies left by the time they get pretty much past Church Street. So if you want some of the candy that's being handed out, I suggest you sit along East Patrick Street, somewhere between where the post office is and Market Street, or right at the turn at Market Street, and you have a good chance of getting something awesome. All right. So that's my suggestion there. And what else we have? Oh, on the 14th is Wreaths Across America. That is happening, I believe, at cemeteries around the country on the same day. Our Key City Rotary will be at Mount Olivet, and Pulling for Veterans will be at Park Heights Cemetery in Brunswick. Now, 2 ways that you can help. If you go to wreathsacrossamerica.org, you can look up local organizations like Key City Rotary or Pulling for Veterans and simply purchase a wreath. Okay. Every organization has a goal of the number of wreaths that they would like to collect in order to make sure every veteran at that particular cemetery has a wreath on their gravesite. So it is important for all of us to try to band together. If you can, please look for the organizations that are local to Frederick, or simply look for the organizations that may be struggling to get the wreaths. And you don't have to, I don't think you have to select a local organization. So if you just want to give, Wreaths Across America will make sure that the wreath you designate actually gets placed. Also, if you have a veteran in one of the locals, in a cemetery, I believe around the country, you can actually designate your wreath to be placed on their particular gravesite. So there's a lot of things that you can do. Wreaths Across America is a great program, and I believe it's a great way to honor our veterans who gave it all for us. So I appreciate that for sure. Okay, Candlelight Tour is December 26th. That is the Candlelight Tour of Historic Houses of Worship. So a lot of our area churches will be decorated for you to check out, which I think is so cool. Okay, December 31st is the deadline. You can do this right now, though. If you go to rallyup.com/free groceries, okay, you have the chance to win free groceries for a year from the Common Market here in Frederick to benefit the Friends of the Frederick County Animal Shelter. Yes, I think that's what it is. Yeah, Frederick County Animal Control. I think that's Focus. Yeah, Frederick County Animal Shelter. This is the Friends of that is doing this fundraiser. Anyway, your money will benefit homeless pets here in Frederick. That is the most important thing. So you have to go to rallyup.com/free groceries. I'm going to do, hopefully get an interview with them soon to talk about this. Last year, they did a big fundraiser as well. And we got to help our homeless pets, okay, for sure. January 14th is that 200th show from Good Morning Frederick. It's going to be a lot of fun, 8 to 10 a.m. We're going to have a live event at the Home of Everything Frederick, and more details will come. And invites, if you want one, you need an invite to come, and we would love to have you there. And then February 5th, it's the African Americans of Excellence exhibit kickoff, and tickets should be on sale very soon. The Weinberg is waiting for more details, I think, and hopefully we'll have that to them so we can get started. That's going to be a really, really cool event, and we're really pacing straight toward the event planning for all of that. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with the Birthing Circle, which is a great organization, not only if you or someone you know is currently pregnant, but actually, more importantly, they say it's from pregnancy to prom, which I love. I love that saying. It is a support group for parents, by parents, and I can't wait to hear all about this. And then we have the Turquoise trailer. So all of that is coming up just after these brief messages. Thank you for sticking around.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining finally beyond compare.
Okay, excited. Oh, you know what? This is not a market maker. This is a doing good. So we're going to tell you about who is doing good in our neighborhood for sure. I got to get my stuff together again. This is comes down to, oh gosh, did that not happen? Let me just see. Is that going? Lord. Again, this is what happens when chaos ensues, but I appreciate you guys just sticking around and hanging with me while I, get my stuff together. Here we go. Let's talk about who's doing good in our neighborhood. Doing Good in Our Neighborhood is sponsored by the Healing Storm. Shannon and her team, which is growing every single week, it seems, they strive to create an environment where you're seen, heard, and valued. The Healing Storm focuses on alternative, holistic healing methods to relieve your stress and pain. Massage therapy, Reiki, lymphatic massage, and an entire healing journey program. Just go to thehealingstorm.com. Get the details, schedule an appointment. I recommend it. The Healing Storm, a place to unwind and recharge through alternative healing. Okay, I never knew the birthing circle existed, which is nuts. I guess, well, I would have been years ago in the right realm to reach, to be the target audience, I guess, because we all need support as parents. You know, sometimes things get tough. And what better place than to have a group of other parents going through the same thing? Or, even more importantly, if you're looking for a place to volunteer, and you just have maybe had children, or maybe you are a doula, or maybe you just want to help a local organization that is small but mighty. Well, the Birthing Center could sure use you. Let's hear all about it. Are on North Court Street. I'm at the Birthing Circle and the Care of Self-Help.
Counseling and Wellness Center.
And
yes.
Counseling and Wellness
Yep.
Center. Okay. Andrea, I have not heard of any of this.
Wow,
so this will
okay.
be good for me.
Yeah.
So let's start with the Birthing Circle.
Certainly. So the Birthing Circle is a local nonprofit that's actually been in the Frederick area since 1986. It was originally created with moms, trying to help moms, especially with multiples, or support group. And then in 2016, we became a formal nonprofit, which was really helpful in trying to offer education, doula support, both at birth, but also postpartum mental health groups, those kind of things. So it helped offset those. A little bit prior to that, we also started with donations and things like that. So it's really, there's a Facebook page and then a private support group.
Okay.
So that any individual, but it's typically mothers, but any parent who has questions, concerns, looking for that connectivity, it's not just during pregnancy. In fact, 90% of what we do is after birth, and we sort of say it's from pregnancy to prom. We also started working with different organizations within the county, and there's a lot of need here in the county. And so we have had the donations, so families donate things that they're not using anymore, and other families in Frederick, Washington, Carroll, Montgomery County can come. There's no question asked, so we don't ask to look at, if you're having a hard time and you need something, it's here.
Right.
And that also rolls over into the doula program, the childbirth ed. We have certified instructors who teach these classes, but we also offer a sliding scale, so a low fee or no fee, depending on what people are able to do, so that they can also get support at their births, they can get childbirth education, they can get parenting classes, they can come to the mental health support group, learn from other parents, and sort of get through this, because it takes a village.
So the typical people who come to you are either pregnant now or having just maybe had a child.
Yes.
How do people find out about you?
So again, the Facebook group.
Right.
So word of mouth. The hospital, we work a lot with them.
Okay.
We work with Asian American Center. We work with some of the other Care First and different groups, or CareNet.
Let's just say they're pregnant. They're just not sure how this whole thing goes. They're maybe their first one. So they can come to you to learn what's going to happen and get help to handle what happens after you do have a baby, because I think a lot of that is just good luck, And
it's all inclusive, so there's no judgment on what kind of birth you have. It's kind of a misconception even with doulas, and I should back up and say I was a doula for 14 years and then went into mental health. But there's this understanding or this thought that it's only for home births, and that couldn't be farther from it. There's people want support.
Yeah,
and a lot
period,
of,
right?
Yeah, and and information, and they want to have a supportive environment where they can help navigate this. So, it doesn't matter.
The nice thing is this fully extends beyond just the actual process of having a baby and what happens, or the process of how to change a diaper.
Correct.
This goes into well beyond that when things may get tougher. And we all know as parents, kind of when everybody goes away, grandma leaves the house and you're there by yourself, is typically when it all goes,
Yeah.
where you really need the support, right?
Yep.
And so the fact that you guys are here for people is wonderful. So for this side, for the birthing circle, how can Frederick, the community, support what you're doing? What do you need now, and how can we continue to help?
Sure. Well, I mean, from an organizational perspective, volunteers really help. We are a 100% volunteer organization. And many times people don't know what they can do, but any person who's had children has more experience than the people
who haven't.
And if you've kind of, as I say, survived, well, really, so I have children that are in middle school and high school. So if you've survived that time frame, you have a wealth of knowledge and support to provide for someone. And really, that's what our clients are looking for, is a sense of community. So, many people are like, I don't know what I could offer. It's been years since I've had children. That's not for me. And we're like, that's exactly who our community needs to be supportive.
They want that mentor or that person who's walked the walk.
Even just to say you can get through it. Like, it's hard, but you can do it.
If I can do it, you can do it, right? That sort of support. Okay.
So we need that. We're obviously, like every other nonprofit, we're always looking for donations, but we really look at one-to-one sponsorship. So if somebody wants to support the, any portion of a childbirth ed class, of doula support, of postpartum, which is really needed. And that's the hardest part. There's wonderful programs, different insurance companies that are starting to pay for some of the doula support, although it all depends on if a doula is accepting insurance and all those kind of things. So I won't get on that soapbox.
Explain to me, a doula, is that a midwife? Okay.
Nope. So we coach, we don't catch.
Okay. Oh, we coach, we don't catch. I like that. Okay.
So doulas really work with individuals throughout the pregnancy, helping them understand the process, what's happening. Everyone should know what's happening to their body.
Right.
And then have questions, be able to ask questions, learn and practice coping strategies. We really try and keep families together. So if people are partnered, we really want everyone to feel comfortable and secure and help the families stay safe and healthy after this whole process, right? So the more supported an individual feels while they're giving birth, the better the experience is, and the more secure parenting they're going to provide later.
Yeah, because what I have learned after parenting 2 children, or mine are senior in college and just graduated high school, is babies sense what you're feeling 100%. So if you are nervous or anxious or whatever, that really does flow through. 100%. So the more calm a parent can be, the more secure or whatever. I definitely
and that's
know.
Both parents.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So we work with
channels
everyone.
right through.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what our birth doulas would do, and then they would actually be on call and go to the birthing location. Typically, it's the hospital, but anywhere that someone's home births, et cetera, birth centers. And be with them throughout the process, and then typically follow up with them for a postpartum visit. That's birth doula. A postpartum doula would actually come and see them when they're home. And really help them sort of get established. Sometimes it's just helping them so they can sleep.
Right.
So being there, what I mean? And Frederick County does have a great program with the Family Connects Frederick County, where they can have a nurse come one time and visit, and that's really, really helpful, and we love that program exists, because that also helps. They'll communicate with us when maybe someone needs overnight or something, but it really is filling in those gaps. Sometimes it's even that we're just there sitting up with them, listening while they're telling us about what's going on. They don't need anyone to actually take care of the baby. They just need those kind of things.
So is sometimes the birthing doula the same as but is it more often that it's 2 different people?
It typically is 2 different people. My personal goals is to really train people on, not traumatizing individuals and sort of gently being able to open doors and communicate with individuals and help them feel comfortable if they're postpartum mental health needs are expanding farther than just the home that they really need to reach out, helping them figure out where to get that.
How great to have that intermediary, because this is exactly what happens. You get a lot of support during the birth and maybe even a few weeks after, and then it's after that when you're kind of get into the rigors of trying to do this new schedule
Yes.
and all of this when having somebody there would be wonderful.
And the postpartum doula is a safe space. And that's not to say that people don't have great relationships with family and friends, but sometimes there can be some shame if they don't know an answer, or they're not doing great, or there's different, cultural beliefs that I'm supposed to be tough and get through this, or everyone else did it, I should be able to too. And that can actually trigger more bouts of anxiety and depression.
100%.
Raising children in general is a lot of work.
Yeah.
There's lots of opinions on how to do it. So we try to stay opinion free and just offer a loving space. We don't need a lot of time. Like, I have some wonderful volunteers who just come into the donation room to sort things that come in, or bag stuff, or run some social media. So it's not like 20 hours a week, but they don't realize that even being able to just call and check on somebody, or drop off some diapers, even just the diaper drives that we do, and being able to have those items here, or if it's a box of baby clothes, or like right now we have a bassinet and 2 cribs and some other things, like helping from the bottom up, that one gesture that then takes the load off, that then they can go focus on kind of being able to do the other things. Because it's not raising a family, having a healthy parent-child dyad, and then ultimately a healthy community is more than just the baby gear. Right?
Yeah.
So we really have to take care of the family.
Yeah. How many people right now are you supporting?
Any given time we could have 30 to 50 people that are utilizing things here. But then the actual private group has, I think right now, 3,500 people in it. Biggest message this year is really that we're so much more than just birth. And we always have been. And when you look at why it started with people who had already given birth. But it's also looking at, like, our community just needs help. And many people either don't know where to get it, or this particular piece there's a gap. So there's amazing groups out there. There's a lot of different organizations who, help in different pieces. And so our other goal is to make sure that we're connected with the different organizations, and that we can hand them off.
Where it makes sense.
Giving a person a flyer or a phone number doesn't typically mean that they're going to follow up with that referral.
No, it needs to be a personalized introduction, and hey, walking with them to here, and then the next person can pick them up and walk them back. Well, we think this is awesome. The Birthing Circle. Find out more information. If you can volunteer, please do. If you can donate, please do. Your time, as I've said time and time again, is as valuable to a lot of our nonprofits as writing a check. And if you're skilled in being a doula, or in the mental health industry somehow,
or childbirth ed,
lactation, any of that, please reach out, because they could certainly use even an hour a month, an hour a month.
Even if you're not skilled and you've just been through it, you have a lot more talents and mentorship to offer than you think.
That's awesome. All right, we thank you guys for watching. How amazing is that for families and parents, especially first-timers? I think it's a great program. All right, one more quick break, then we're coming back with the Turquoise trailer, which isn't exactly a trailer anymore, but that's okay. Doesn't change. It's amazing nonetheless. All right, right after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art's splatter room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
Oh, yes. And ANS Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they are right here in Frederick. ANS Construction specializes in roofing, siding. They can take care of your windows, gutters, patios, and decks. And now with the freezing temperatures, you definitely know if your windows are not great. So whether you replace them now or maybe it's something you're deciding to do in the spring, give Sandra a call at 301-703-2157, or you can email info@ansconstruction.net, and she will come out and do an estimate for you. Remember, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just let Sandra know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick for sure. Yes, she is phenomenal. All right, now we are moving on to our market makers. Market Makers is sponsored by Antietam World Travel Service. Why trust Antietam World Travel Service to coordinate your vacation? Well, it's simple. They're a full-service travel agency to save you countless hours of online research. They have relationships with the suppliers that are going to give you the best value and perks you can't get on your own. Plus, they'll monitor your bookings for unexpected schedule changes and let you know. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com right now and get started on that dream vacation. Well, BreAnn has quite a history in agriculture as well as clothing. She is the owner of the Turquoise trailer, and I had a great time sitting down with her, and her shop is absolutely adorable. And when we come back, I'm going to tell you about some events that she's got going on that you're not going to want to miss. Here she is. I am in Middletown, 10 West Main Street. I am with BreAnn, the owner of the Turquoise trailer.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. What great taste you have. Oh, I see you're wearing what's hanging
I am, yeah.
I love it. She wears this stuff too. I love it. All right, so I'd like to go back a little bit. So you're a photographer.
I am.
For 10 years,
10
you
years,
did that?
yes.
You don't even look old enough to be doing that for 10 years.
I started right out of college.
Yeah, okay.
So.
Yeah, I would have said high school, actually. But, okay. You were a photographer 10 years. You showed cattle and pigs.
Yeah, so my family's been in the ag industry for 5 generations.
Where is your family farm?
So we're from Barnesville, but we moved up this way right after my grandfather stopped showing. And then also my husband's family has very deep roots in Middletown, and they have cattle and horses, and he rode bulls. So
wow,
yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that because that really is truly Frederick, right?
Yeah.
Or Frederick County and the area. And while showing, you had an epiphany.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell our viewers what that was like.
I remember the day very vividly. I was at a show in Virginia in January. It was the coldest show ever. I was walking around to all these vendors, and I was like, oh, these are such cute boutiques. And then I walked past the boutiques and saw livestock trailers, and it just clicked. I was like, I need to do a boutique in a livestock trailer. So I kind of really hid that idea in my mind for probably almost 10 years before I let people know that that's what I wanted to do. When I met my now husband, I told him that I wanted to do it, and he was like, well, then do it. I was like, well, I'll only do it if I find a trailer that's turquoise. And the moment I told him that, exactly a week later, the trailer was turquoise, and a horse trailer popped up on Facebook Marketplace. 20 minutes from my house.
Oh, and the universe is such a great place.
Yeah.
When you put stuff out, it's amazing what comes back. That's amazing.
And my grandfather went and took me and picked up that trailer that night, and I actually, last week was like the 5 years since I picked that trailer up.
So you were kind of doing, because at the time, like food trucks and all of that weren't really
a thing.
So you were way ahead of your time on that.
Yeah.
So you took this trip, and how great. I mean, I've done a lot of events. You're not lugging stuff. You can just pull up, open the doors, and pretty much everything is ready to go other than maybe your little stuff out front.
Yeah.
But you are ready.
Yeah, I still box everything back up and put it in the tack room of the trailer, which is also my dressing room when I'm at events. But it's so nice to be able to not have to be out in the rain and all that stuff. It's great.
Yes, yes. So how many events were you doing in the trailer?
Oh gosh, it was probably, honestly, almost every weekend during the spring, summer, and fall months. In the winter, we slowed down a little bit and probably did about like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But now we go to Farm Show up in Harrisburg at the Pennsylvania Farm Show Complex, and I share a space with another boutique in Maryland called Hill Betty Bliss, and we conquer that show together. But I do like Horse World Expo, and I've been to Massachusetts with my trailer, so to the Big E. So I've traveled a lot. I don't do it as much now.
Yeah.
Because I have this.
Yeah.
But.
So what did you learn in the trailer that you are now able to utilize now that you're in a brick and mortar space?
I guess utilizing your space, trying to keep it full as much as possible, just because my trailer is smaller, and having a lot of inventory to still make it eye appealing, but not overbearing at the same time. So like the storefront I had before this one was probably the size of that room in there. And I had all this stuff in that size. So I think utilizing your space and like trying to really make it appealing and a really good experience for your customers, and trying to stand out as much as possible. My trailer was the selling point at events. When people saw it, it instantly drew them in and they wanted to.
Smart.
Yeah.
Very smart. Well, you can tell even in here, you use your photographic eye to put things, like you say, in an appealing way, like even utilizing rustic pieces and making them purposeful and work for the space, which is really, really great. So you were in another space, right? You were still right on Main Street. Okay. And then you found out after just signing the lease, basically, that the
building was for sale. Yeah. It was really hard for me to go to my grand opening and know that it was so questionable as to how long I was going to be in that space, because this was a huge moment for me. My grand opening was unreal. There's people out like waiting outside to come in, and my great grandmother was there. Like, it was the best day ever. So just having that in the back of my mind was really hard. But now I feel like I'm home.
Well, you know, kind of like putting out the Turquoise trailer into the universe. When you kind of put things out there, you're just repaid, you know, tenfold. And I think even from what you just said to me, that space wasn't right for you. Right? Because as soon as you moved here, everything fell into place. You said your sales and your number of people that come and all of that.
And I think like having the Witching Hour Spa here, meeting her down there, and us being in that same like situation of questioning what our business is going to look like as soon as that building sells, it really had us create a really good business friendship. And we both had the same exact goals that we wanted. So both of us being in this new building together is amazing. Having 2 women-owned businesses in the same building is pretty awesome.
Not only just that, you have now somebody you can bounce ideas off of and collaborate with, but they're not really under you. So it's really puts you in a nice position of, you know, partnership and collaboration without kind of having that treading weirdness. I love it. And we'll have to get her on the show too. We'll have to chat with her too. Okay, so what are the next 12 months do you feel like looks like for you?
I want to keep expanding. I want to get more men's clothing in. I just started bringing men's clothes in last week, and it's been a huge hit. I want to get a bigger variety of kids' clothes in. I want to get more of the plus sizes, which is harder to find, unfortunately, for not having the double the price to pay, which doesn't make any sense to me. But I really want to expand in that stuff. My ultimate goal is to have even a bigger space than this someday, where I can bring vendors and they rent a whole room, kind of like a market. Right now in my hat bar room and some out here, there's a lot of locally owned businesses that have put their stuff in here for me to sell. So I have like beef tallow that's literally made 5 minutes down the road. I've got soaps from a girl that just graduated
I see that
high
on TikTok,
school.
beef
Yes,
tallow.
yes. So Richville Farms supplies my beef tallow. She's one of my neighbors, and I actually showed cows with her. So I've known her for a very long time. She was at my grand opening event last weekend. She sold out in an hour.
Oh, I've seen that all over. Apparently,
Yes.
it is just amazing.
That's all I use now.
You were well, I'm going to start using it. I might de-age myself. I love it. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I know you're all over social, which is great. And I really wish nothing but success for you. I know it's going to come when you put, like I said, good stuff out there. You get repaid handsomely. And so you got to come visit the Turquoise trailer. What are your hours?
I'm closed Mondays and Tuesdays right now, but Wednesday to Friday I am open from 12 to 7. Saturday is 12 to 5, and then Sunday is 11 to 2.
Okay.
And we're right next to Main Cup, so you can come shop and get something to eat.
Yes, and get something to eat. Very convenient right here on Main Street in Middletown. Look her up on social. She's got the most adorable stuff. It's a really, really cute shop, and I just love that it's here in Middletown, and we're so glad you're part of our community.
Thank you. I'm really glad to be here.
This is BreAnn, the Turquoise trailer.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching.
All right, so the next 3 weekends, she has the Cowboy Christmas Market happening at the Turquoise trailer. If you go to our calendar, Everything Frederick calendar, or certainly look her up on social media, you'll see all the vendors. She's got different vendors every weekend, all local ones, and you can go visit her. Again, it's the next 3 weekends, noon to 5 on Saturdays, 11 to 2 on Sundays, and support the local business. All right. Coming up tomorrow, I've got Susan Leftwich from the Healthwell Foundation, and I check out Dill Dinkers, the indoor pickleball courts that recently opened here in Frederick County. And I can't wait to show you that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that is all coming up tomorrow. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick, please, and subscribe if you don't mind. I would greatly appreciate it. Have a great day, and let's get out there and be great.